Hello, everybody. It's Coach Sam here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back. And welcome if you're new. Decided to bring through a mini Ascension update. And I also felt guided to do it in a different setting. Today is Children's Day in Mexico, I believe Latin America. I don't know where else. Maybe Europe. I'm not quite sure, but I know it's a pretty big day here in Mexico, and should be Children's Day every day. And so I'm coming to you from my little classroom. For those of you that may or may not know, I teach English to kids. They're mostly kids. Most of my students are kids, and so I'm coming to you, my little classroom here, my little space of joy here, and it's pretty colorful. Just giving you a little background here of lots of colors, right? Lots of magic, lots of energy. Um, but I'll talk a little bit more about that soon enough. There is a lot of things that have come through as I've opened myself up to this new role. And it's been absolutely beautiful, absolutely joyful, absolutely very insightful, to say the least. Working, being around, just supporting kids right now is so incredibly important. And obviously not just other kids, but your own child, your own divine child, inner child, um, infant, toddler. There's so much with that will continue to open up and will continue to bring a lot of guidance, a lot of stability. And that's probably interesting because I knew I wanted to do a video, and then I said, let's just do an Ascension update. And I have here a little bit of the exercises that I'll be doing with them. And so I'm like, you know what, let's let your surroundings just guide you. Pull information from your environment to see what comes through for you, or what comes through for me to share with you right now. And this will be a little short. I do have my first class here soon. So we're entering the month of May. And this is literally the first thing that I saw. And I'll share that with you. Diamonds. I don't know if you can see it backwards or not, but it's diamonds. So a lot of diamonds in the rough right now. And we just went through Aries season. Lots of fire. Lots of fire and air, lots of movement, lots of emotions, lots of activations, lots of absolutely everything. And as we come into May, we're coming into Taurus. We're coming into a more physical. This is earth, the earth element that's coming through. This is also a lot to do with the body and also with the physical realm. And of course, we have 5 as the primary number of this month. So we're going to continually see tons and tons of changes that are going to be coupled with, or going to be seen more in the physical. And obviously that will continue to grow more and more and more. But it's beautiful that I saw immediately my eye went to diamonds. And so as we've been going through a lot of clearing, a lot of like the pressure cooker, the birthing canal. May is going to bring through a lot of rebirths. May is going to bring through a lot of physical changes that we've been at some level wanting, we've been working towards, we've been kind of waiting for. We're going to be seeing a lot of those things come through in May, and we're going to be bringing through a lot more of that inner shine, inner light. Diamond light is also coming through as a strong frequency. Diamond light, diamond frequencies. And when you see a diamond, it's not linear, right? There's so many faces to this diamond. And so as we continue to open up to this energy, there's going to be a lot of angles in which we're going to be able to shine. And I'm seeing a lot of that in myself too. There's been a lot of what's been, going on with me has been really allowing myself to feel, of course, as always, deeper and deeper and deeper, feel the resistance, right? All of the judgment, all of the different things, of fears that come through. The mind gets really caught up with, what do I do first? Or what do I do, this or that, right? And as I continue to feel this within my own body and regarding my own journey, it's not an either or, right? You might be guided to focus on this particular thing right now, or this other thing right now, but there is so much that we came here to do, and there's so much that we came here to share. There's so much that we came here to. There are so many angles that we came here to shine from, and that is part of what's coming through with this diamond image. Is that there's going to be a lot of things that are going to come through, that are going to start to materialize, in which we're going to be able to shine through in this area, in this aspect of our reality, personal, professional, relationship wise, family wise, all of these community wise. There's so many different angles, and there's so many different doors that are opening up right now internally. Remember that everything that happens internally is bound to connect to the external, so that in the external you can also see that and feel that opening, opening up. So you may still be feeling like the carbon that's going through the pressurized phase, right? The carbon that's going through, it's being squeezed. Everything's being squeezed out right now, guys. Everything is accelerating. There's a lot of acceleration that I've been seeing. There's a lot of acceleration that I've been experiencing. And one of the biggest things is that energy is shifting really, really fast, much faster than we think. Everything is moving faster within ourselves. Everything is realigning inside of ourselves. There's so much going on, and obviously that's like a whole other topic within itself, because the body will always go through so much. But there is this energy, and it's fascinating. I just looked down and I saw a hair salon. When you go to a hair salon, you sit on the chair, right? Checking time here. You sit on the chair and you are in complete trust. right? You let the barber or the hairdresser or whoever, whatever name we have, um, you let them do their job, right? You let them do whatever they need to do while you sit there, right? While you are patiently sitting there, trusting in the process. This is exactly the energy that it's being, that we're gonna be called to do more and more and more. Okay, your higher self is your barber. Your higher self, like, is the hairdresser. It knows what to do. Now, this example might bring stuff up. Okay, some of us may have had an experience where this, getting a haircut wasn't as pleasant. And in fact, oh, that's coming through. Wow, so interesting. Wow. Okay. Um, I've had not so pleasant experiences with this. And so whatever comes through for you, it is important for you to open up so that you can start to feel this. Really, really, really important. Because the more that you open up to this, the more that you feel it, the more your body is able to release the emotional heaviness towards this experience, the easier it's going to be for you to be able to do that, like sit in on the barber chair and let your higher light do what it needs to do. And so I'm checking. Hold on. Um, so feeling into that a little bit. If you have a better example for yourself, then absolutely use that if that will support you in this, support you a little bit more. Um, it's funny because years ago, after that non-pleasant experience, or not, or maybe not, I don't know, like that was the last time that I went to go get a haircut. I probably not, probably went back to the hairdresser, a few more times. But after that, it was like, you know what? I'm going to learn how to cut my own hair, or I'm just going to like play with this. And so I do. This is kind of how actually the process goes. After you start to anchor more and more light, you become your higher self and you become like the hairdresser. So it's interesting because that has happened to me, where I do cut my own hair. So interesting, but with that example, that does happen. That will happen. You will start to merge more and more and more with your light and with your higher self, and with that, you will start to take um, a different approach, more active approach in different ways. So again, I don't have a lot of time here. My class will start soon. But the other thing that I just kind of glanced at it, and I'll bring that through as the last theme. Um, I glanced down at the worksheet that I have for my little kiddos, and the word is guitar. And with the word guitar, it's like music, right? Music and magic. And in fact, I have someone on my Facebook. She's a guitarist, and she just shared this really neat quote that said something along the lines of, the purpose of music is to reconnect one's soul to the divine, not to entertain, or not for entertainment. And I felt like that was that that I've never read that quote, I've never heard of it. It felt so powerful. And allowing yourself to allow yourself to open up to music that opens up and connects you deeper within your soul. Doesn't matter what kind of music it is, by the way, guys. This is a personal journey. Connecting to your favorite song, connecting to the music you loved hearing when you were a little kid, opening yourself up to new music as well. My mom and I love to listen to, there's programming here in a local station where they play world music. And so it's really neat because you get to hear all these different songs from all different languages, from different artists, from all over the world. It's so neat to hear. And it's neat to like, sometimes we're like, okay, what are they singing? Or like what language, from what country is it? It's kind of a cool game we play sometimes. But bringing yourself back to your own internal song, like your own, we're being attuned. We're going through a instrument tuning, but that's also an attunement within ourselves, within our body, which is actually very, very accurate to what's going on. We are being attuned back to source. We're being attuned to have a deeper connection within, and allowing yourself to continue to remember this through those really physical, intense phases is really, really, really important, because this is why we're here, right? To become our light, to become more connected, to open up to the instruments that we are. And right now, what I heard is, make me an instrument of your peace, which is this beautiful prayer by Saint Francis of Assisi. We are being attuned, retuned to become an instrument of peace. And the first thing that occurs in that process is the internal realignment, the internal attunement. And so with that, I'll bring it to a close. I know there's tons more, and I'll come through as we all flow. All of a sudden, like a lot of movement and traffic started showing up. There's definitely going to be a lot of movement. And also a lot of moving. So I just had like an 18-wheeler come through, and that feels like it's going to be a lot of relocating. It's going to be a lot of relocating, a lot of traveling. I'm going to be doing some traveling here pretty soon. And it's all part of the relocate. I mean, it's all part of the relocation. It's all part of the realignment. It's us as like the chess pieces moving to different spots, moving to different locations, right? Anchoring energies, activating more energies from within ourselves, so that we can continue to move forward, go higher. All of these different things that are happening right now that are highly supporting us in our journey. So I'll leave you with that. I am doing this week another reprogramming series, which is a set of 4 clearing meditations. I'll be putting the link below as well if you guys would like to join in. And for now, that's all I'll say here on this video. If you would like to, if you would like more information on some of the other things that I'm offering, I do have a Patreon account, and I'll be sharing that as well, where I do share more things. And so with that, sending you lots of love. Have an amazing rest of your day, and we'll see you guys later.